Okay, so we're going to talk about Marriage Boot Camp episode 3, and it's called Dancing with the Devil. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit tipsy. I just went to Spondivits, with some of my friends, and I ate. And Kelsey, my little sister, works there, so my hands smell like crab legs. Like I smell like seafood for real. But I'm cute now. Look, I'm wearing all black. I got my little pants on. I didn't even take my shoes off yet. I don't even know what I'm thinking. Look at this. I literally have my heels on still. I'm like a sexy black ninja. Well, not black because I'm white, but I'm wearing all black. Okay, so this episode was a little bit crazy, right? It starts with Benzino once again wanting to leave the house. Okay, this isn't Bad Girls Club. You already packed up to leave twice, and you're still not leaving. What the hell are you doing? You're not going nowhere. You're supposedly leaving. And Cedric, talks to him, says, oh, you're not going anywhere. You should stay. Man up, do this, do that. And he's like, oh, yeah, Cedric, he my boy. He this, he that. He got good advice, da-da-da. So he decides to say, what a fucking surprise. He's going to stay once again. In comes in, he says, I'm not coming from a bad... I can't even talk. I'm not coming from a bad place, bro. Why would I be mean? I don't have bad intentions. So if I don't have bad intentions, it has to be coming from a good place. And this absolutely drives me crazy about Ink because he says that to me. And he's like, why would I be mean to you? Why would I have bad intentions to be mean to you? I don't know. Maybe you just, feel like being a dick that day. Maybe you just feel like being mean. Somebody doesn't have to have, a reason to be either rude or mean to you, whatever. So for Ink to be like, if I'm not, why would I come from a place of bad intentions when I really don't know you? I don't know. You tell me, why are you being rude to me? I really don't know. So, Ink and his little mind game about bad intentions, whatever, drives me absolutely fucking crazy. He uses that against me all the time, and I'm like, I don't know. So when I watched it back on this episode, and he said it to Benzino, I said, this motherfucker right here, he just said it again. He just said it. Benzino, what you talking about? No. Okay. So, Benzino tells Ink, your timing isn't right, even if it might be advice, your timing isn't right. And I completely feel you, Benzino. My phone ringing. Hold on one second. I can't do this right now. So, I completely feel how Benzino feels in this situation. Next is, okay, Benzino is being nice. Oh, so Benzino's being nice to Althea. He goes upstairs. He's like, yeah, you're right, Cedric. Da-da-da, let me go upstairs. He goes, can I cook for you, Althea? I'm going to cook breakfast. Do you want something? And then, of course, she starts arguing, I slept on the bathroom floor. I stayed in here. I this, I that. I'm like, damn, Benzino trying to, change around and, be nice right now. And then, of course, Althea is still in her negative mood, and she wants nothing to do with it. So, we go down for breakfast, whatever. We're getting ready for the next challenge. And I make the comment oh, they are hindering everybody's progress. The reason I'm saying this is because we all have to be ready. We have to be in a certain place, and then we have to get ready to go do the next thing, which is not a challenge, but the next, what is it called? Activity, whatever it's called, right? So if we're getting ready and they say be downstairs at 8:30, be ready to go by 9, and if Benzino and Althea are still upstairs arguing at 9:15, we're still waiting around for them. So in that sense, they are hindering our progress. And we're still waiting around for them, which is extremely aggravating because we don't want to wait around for you guys all day to be negative and argue. So they finally call us out the little boot camp room, and I'm walking out the door in my little, by the way, that little floral workout outfit, which was the sports bra and the pants, was from Aeropostale. It wasn't even that expensive. It's super, super cute, right? And, yeah, Aeropostale is where I got it. And as I'm walking out the house, I'm like, damn, I am not that thick. I know I'm thick, right? I'm a little, I got a big butt, big hips, big whatever. But I'm not as thick as they show me on TV. The camera does add some weight, but 137 pounds, 135, 5'3". I am bigger on this show than I was on any other show. Season 13, I was a little bit bigger than season 11 and 12. And these shows had always stressed me out to where I lost weight on these shows. When I went on to season 11, I believe I was 132. And the 2 weeks that I was there, I dropped down to 122. Same with All-Star Battle. I was thick going on the show. By the end of the month, because you guys know I made it to second place, I had lost like 10 pounds. And going on to season 13, I believe I was like 134. I dropped a little bit, like 128. I didn't drop that much because I was like making sure I ate a lot and stuff, and I went to the gym all the time. So this show, I didn't lose any weight, thankfully. I went on this show being 137, and that's like my ideal weight right now. I'm like 137. I want to get up to maybe 140, just because I did make it to 137. But it's really weird. When you see people that are on TV in real life, they're a lot smaller than you think. So how you guys think I might be like super, super thick? Like, yes, I'm thick. I have a big butt. I have big legs. But I'm not as big as you may think that I am big. I'm actually pretty small of a person. Same thing with like Kim Kardashian and stuff. She's not as big as you guys think she is. Like, if you guys have to like know measurements. Like, I'm a 32, 27, 41. So if you use a tape measure and see how big that is, like, it's thick. It's like a big ratio, but I'm not as big as I look on TV. Because when I came out of the house, I was like, damn, I ain't that big. I've been talking about thickness for a long time. Kiko looked bored. Let me move on to the next thing. I told you I'm a little tipsy. I'm sorry. I have had a long, stressful week, and I am continuing to smile and be happy. By the way, if you guys ever in like bad moods, feeling depressed, whatever else, Ink actually told me to listen to this person in the first place. Her name is Abraham Hicks. So she has all these YouTube videos. They can be about relationships. It can be about personal growth. It can be about money, attracting money, whatever else. Look her up on YouTube. I've been watching all of her videos this week. I've listened to at least 10 hours minimum of videos this week. So she's very, very helpful, especially when you're stressed out. So next we are going to do... It is the dancing scene, and, you know, Dancing with Ink, he's like, you're doing it wrong, you're this, you're that, whatever else, and I'm like, I'm not even doing it wrong, you don't know what you're doing, like, so we got, like, a little argument you didn't really see, but we were not doing well dancing at all. And next thing you know, they let us pick our partners first, and I did pick Sean, and the reason I picked Sean, they said, well, what does Sean have that Ink does not have, and I said, I like the fact that Sean... likes to stay at home. He likes to watch movies on the weekend. He likes to eat, and he just likes to spend time with his dogs. And of course, you guys know, I just be chilling at home with Kiko. I want to eat. I want to sleep. I want to watch movies. Like, I don't care about all that extra stuff. I don't want to go to clubs. I don't want to be around a bunch of people. I don't want all that. And so everybody picked different people. Sunday did pick Ink, which was like kind of aggravating to me at the time. And Ink says that she picked him because he was the last one left and didn't get picked. For one, I didn't get picked. Of course no guy's going to pick me. Like, you think a guy's going to pick me when their girlfriend, wife, or whoever's sitting next to them? Ain't nobody picked me, so I don't know why. Supposedly Sunday felt bad for Ink for not getting picked. I think she picked him because at this point I realized that she wanted a lot of attention as far as TV-wise, which is why she kept arguing with him. She's like, oh, if I pick him, that makes for good TV because we're going to argue. Or whatever it is. Not even necessarily because she's like sexually attracted to him. I think it was for argument's sake and just being different, whatever. Alright, so next thing you know, I really did get paired with Sean. And as we're dancing, and I did notice the dance was a little bit funny, and I even said it in front of Kat, I'm like, we're really far apart. And Sean's like, no, it's okay, it's okay. Because of course he's looking out for his wife, Catherine. I wasn't really thinking about it. I'm like, but we like this far apart. Like, you really can't do this dance that far apart. But we practiced, and we did the dance pretty much perfect by the time we were done. We practiced for maybe about an hour. Okay, so after we're done practicing, we go inside. Sean says, we need to do that. We need to get that spin thing down. I said, yeah, you want to go outside? He says, you want to go outside? I said, no, we can't go outside. Let's do it in here. Catherine gets mad and goes upstairs, and I'm like so confused at this point. I'm like, Catherine, is everything okay? Like, why are you going upstairs? I didn't know that she was really mad about this whole situation and stuff like that. Like, you never really know, so it's really, like, weird and different or cool, whatever, to see it play back and see other people's point of view, because I had no idea that Catherine was mad. Alright, so we go upstairs, we change, whatever else, and I purposely put on pants, because Ink even wasn't, like, okay with me dancing with Sean, because it's like a little, you know, it's a sexy dance, you're wrapping your leg around them, you're doing this, you're doing that, and I put on pants not only for respect out of Ink, but I put on pants out of respect for Catherine. And as you guys know, as I'm going downstairs, Sunday has this dress on. For one, the slit is up to here to where that kitchen sink, you don't know what she's doing, but like they were pinning it with a safety pin right here, right? So her coochie wasn't showing, it would be like down here. And I don't know why I said coochie. Mama didn't say coochie. I say vagina or pussy. But so that's what she was pinning. She was pinning her dress partly shut because it was so low. And then her titties, like her shirt was like down to here. So she got a dress down to here. She got a slit up to here. And she got no panties on. Like, who do you think you dancing with? Like, you ain't about to be dancing with my man like that. Like, unless you plan on coming home and I'm going to have some say so on this, you definitely going to dance solo with my man with that dress on and no panties on. Like, get out of here. And I'm surprised Cedric didn't say something to her. Like, Sunday, put on some panties. No. Alright, so Ink gives Sean advice, and Sean says, I don't see eye to eye with Ink, but everyone thinks they're a therapist in this house, which was completely true. Alright, so we're all sitting at the table, and Ink says he doesn't see why we're doing this dance. Everyone agrees, and he's sitting there saying, like, he doesn't understand why we're doing this sexy whatever with everybody else, and we all had an agreement that we were not going to do this dance. So as we all agreed, and I said, I would say that I'm not doing it as well, next thing you know, Ink says is, Sunday, let's go practice. That's all. I was like, what? We just agreed that everybody said no, that they don't want to do this dance and that we're not going to do it, and we're all going to say we're not going to do it. So why would you just turn around and say, Sunday, let's go practice? That's why I was irritated, okay? And that's why I said, oh, go dance with your new girlfriend. Like, we just agreed that we weren't going to do this dance. For one, you got me in here with, like, pants on. Everybody has a dress on. They said dress elegant and stuff like that. And Sunday don't have no panties on, and she's wearing a slutty dress. Like, this is absolutely ridiculous, and you asked them to go practice. So Sunday was like, yeah, okay. All right, so we go down to, like, the little bottom area by the pool, and this is when we're actually about to do our dance. And I even tell Catherine, because at this point I'm about to lose my damn mind, even when the producers came in, like, Sarah, we need you guys to participate in everything you said you would. I said, okay, that's fine. Like, yes, Adam Freeman. He was, like, the producer I talked to. I'm like, I'll do this, but this is not okay. He was like, well, you guys decide upon yourselves what you want to do. And that's when I decided to go to Catherine. And I was like, Catherine, please tell this girl to put on some underwear. I don't want to get emotional. I don't want to cuss. I don't want to yell. I don't want to this. I don't want to that. I'm trying to be a better person. Like, I ain't trying to fight. This is not Bad Girls Club. I ain't trying to do that. But the bitch needs to put on some panties. So Catherine tells her we put on panties. And I'm glad that Catherine did, like, mock her in the interview. Like, oh, okay, I didn't know that was a problem. Like, yes, bitch, you ain't about to rub your vagina up my man's pant leg while you're doing a dance with him. Like, that's not okay. For one, you're already dressed slutty enough anyways, but to not have no panties on is, like, overboard, like, disrespect. Mama June says she wouldn't care if someone danced with Sugar Bear, and Mama June, that ain't true. You just know that Catherine would never talk to Sugar Bear, but at the same time, if you thought Sugar Bear was really attracted to them, you would care, because I bet you if Sarah Oliver didn't have no panties on, or if Sarah Oliver had a dress on, the entire damn house would have had a problem with it. But yes, Sarah wore panties, and Sarah wore pants, out of respect for Ink and Catherine and Sean, that I wasn't going to put nobody in this situation. So I'm sure you would care if my pretty vagina was showing with no panties on. So you would damn lie. Alright, so during the dance, I completely choked. Like, everything was so emotional, whatever, leading up to it. I forgot the entire dance. Ink was kind of looking. He did get jealous, whatever. But then after I choked him as at the whole dance, he just thought it was funny. And that made him happy, which is really, really annoying. They tell Sean we were paired up because he was able to express himself. He was able to take charge and just have fun and not be told what to do. They told me I was paired with Sean to define boundaries. And Sean even mentions that I took instruction very well, and that I liked we worked together. Oh, so I tell Sean that I like that we work together, like, as a partner with no criticism. And, of course, they show the split screen, and Sunny's, like, rubbing on Ink's shoulder. Like, for what? Like, y'all aren't even friends. Don't act like you sympathizing with him because they're telling Sean what he has that Ink doesn't have. Like, whatever. Okay, so Sugar Bear and Catherine dance. They did a really good job. Benzino watches Cedric and Althea. He's getting a little jealous. He goes and, like, drinks some of the Hennessy. Like, it was really stressful. Like, it may not seem like it watching TV, because if I watched this and I saw couples doing this, I'd be like, why are they getting all emotional and shit? Like, they're just dancing and they're doing competition. But not until you're living in that house and you're actually doing it, and you're fighting and people are, like, getting jealousy and stuff. Like, do you understand? Like, no, that's some bullshit. Like, people was really getting jealous. I was getting really annoyed. And you don't know what conversations they're having and stuff like that either, like, while you're not there watching. Okay, so Sunday says, whether I have underwear on or not, like, we're gonna win. For one, Sunday, you did not win. Thank you. With or without underwear on, you still did not win. Okay. All right, so after the dance, so this was like really weird because I was like purposely standing away from Sean. I didn't want Catherine to feel a certain way. I didn't want Sean to feel a certain way. I didn't want Ink to feel a certain way. So, we did our little dance. That was it. Like, we just over there and we chilling. Like, I'm here, he's there. So, like, Sunday and Ink go, and after like she's done and stuff, for one, when she was dancing with him, she was like all over, like she was like rubbing on him like this with her hand and like all in his face and whatever else. And then not only was it over with, she puts her arm like around him like this, around his neck, like being all like sensual, sexual. And I'm sitting here thinking like, girl, you need to calm your ass down. Like, your man Cedric over there. And this is the funny part because me and Sunday are really cool now. Like, we ended up bonding a little bit later on in the show, but at this point, I really did not like her. And I felt like because she didn't like her relationship and she was like a little bit insecure, that she wanted to be all over my man. And I felt like it was very disrespectful at this point in time, but I learned to really, really like Sunday, and she actually is a really nice person. It just took me a while to get there. It's going to be a couple episodes, I think, though. All right. So then they pair. They say Ink has low apprehension, high self-reliance, but at the same time, no, like, he wants me to make his food, he wants me to do this, he wants me to do that. So yeah, he's self-reliant as far as emotional-wise, but as far as, like, things being done for him, he wants everything to be done for him. Like, he wants his clothes washed, he wants, like, his food made, he wants everything his way. So it's not really self-reliance in that sense, but self-reliance as far as emotional-wise. All right, and then Jim says the winner is Catherine, and it's so funny because Jim was like, I'm not going to call him Sugar Bear. That's weird for a man to call him Sugar Bear. So he goes, the winners are Catherine and the bear. I'm like, what? The bear? But yeah, they did really, really well in the dance. Sugar Bear did have a lot more self-confidence than I've seen him have the entire time. He opened up, he started talking more, so that was really good. And then the episode ends with ends with Benzino and Althea's interview, and he's like, I hate you, and da-da-da. She's like, see, that's what the problem is. He's like, I can't fucking stand you. You take advantage of me. That's why we're here. I hate your guts. And, of course, we're going to lead up to the next episode. And it seems like the next episode won't come on until January 8th, so I'm assuming they're skipping Friday Christmas and Friday New Year's, and they will be showing the next episode on January 8th, so it's going to be a long time. I'm going to post other videos in the meantime because I don't want to neglect you guys for 2.5 weeks. So I will come up with something. I know people are mentioning the BGC 15 trailer, so I need to watch it. BGC 15 is, I think, Twisted Sisters or something like that. I was asked to go on the show with Kelsey, but at the time Kelsey was in college and she wasn't going to skip school to go on the show. When we started seeing the previews for the show, because like, damn, we should have went. I said, yeah, it's kind of like a once-in-a-lifetime experience. We should have went on the show. It would have been a lot of fun, but clearly we did not go. So yes, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will post more stuff for you guys, and I love you guys. If I don't see you after then, happy holidays, have a Merry Christmas, and a Happy New Year, and be safe.